Hello everyone and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, where I'm going to be taking on the With Trabia in Mind Part 15 Level 100 Lost Chapter quest in Selphie's Lost Chapter, and for this one I'm going to be bringing along a party of Squall, Rinoa and Selphie with a Kistis non-friend support and Ifrit as a summon. So this video is really going to be more of a formality if I'm honest, because as we all know by now, Lost Chapter difficulty has not been tuned up to Cosmos level, and with the characters that we've got in the game right now, you absolutely should not, struggle with this at all. It's absolutely no challenge, especially with Squall as synergy. He's already such a powerful character. The main issue that Squall has in Cosmos level content is that he just doesn't have the longevity to be useful over that kind of period of time, because his HP plus is quite strong in that it does 50% splash damage to non-targets, but it's quite weak in that the brave hit that comes with it is really nothing. So if you want to get the most out of Squall's AoE potential, you really need to bring a battery along. Which is kind of funny if you think about it, because it used to be that back when Selphie was initially released on her banner, she was like the go-to support to use with Squall, because she was the only one that had such a powerful initial bravery buff, and Squall was still very much tied to that mechanic on his abilities. So you could say that Selphie's still a really good partner for him now, because she's constantly batterying with Wall and Drain and Aura, so that kind of helps Squall conserve his ability uses. So I haven't pulled on this banner whatsoever, unfortunately, because, I'll be honest, Selphie's EX does look really interesting, the Aura buff, and it's very curious in that how powerful it is directly contingent on how powerful the rest of your party is, because what Aura actually does is it increases the EX recast rate for everyone in the party for 3 turns, as well as gives a bit of brave regen on top of that, and of course Selphie is included in that. She can usually chain her auras back to back, and the turn that she spends casting the aura, she batteries the party with it as well, and it also doesn't take up a turn, so you can just use like HP plus afterwards, and you don't need to use any skills, you're all good. It's a free turn, effectively, a free battery on top of the buff, and it's very faithful to Final Fantasy VIII actually as well, because we all remember, or everyone who played FF8, we all remember that Aura was the spell that allowed you to use your limit break regardless of how much HP you had or what the crisis level of the character in the party was, because if someone was dead, or if you had yellow HP, you could use your limit break. Apart from Cypher, he was like the only character you could use your limit break at like 70% health for some strange reason. But yeah, Aura works the same way in this game. I think it's really faithful that it increases the recast rate. But the characters that benefit from it, it benefits some characters a lot more than others. So for example, if you've got Sync, Sync absolutely pairs really well with Selphie, because Sync is extremely slow, which means that she will get a lot of recast charge out of those 3 turns of Aura, because she'll knock her own turn back and she'll get the recast rate increase from other party members using skills as well. And if you pair her with someone like Vayne, Vayne won't be as good because he's such a turn stealer and he'll go through the buff really quickly, but it'll still increase his recast rate, and because Vayne's EX is so incredibly powerful, it gives him 1 of each skill back and it gives him extra free turns. It's just going to continue to the momentum that EX gives will be quite significant. And then you take someone like Rinoa, whose EX gauge takes forever to charge, but if you pair her with Selphie, then it charges even faster, and Rinoa's EX is very powerful. It does like 90,000 damage and gives you 3 turns of Angel Wing. So Selphie and Rinoa are also another good pair, especially because Selphie also heals, which will help kind of prevent Rinoa from killing herself over time. There's a lot of good combos with Selphie, and you can get quite creative with it. Sephiroth is another one, because his EX gives free skill uses, so you use Selphie with Sephiroth, and Sephiroth's bravery gen will increase, and the more EXs he uses, the more free skills he gets. Like, it just increases the party's momentum, and I think that's part of what allows her to be used in early Chaos as well, because although I personally haven't played the Japanese version, well I did, I tried to get into it around the time that Ultimisia was released, and I think I had like a level 47 Ultimisia or something by the time I quit. The grind was just too much for me, so I don't have first-hand experience of using Selphie there, but I think because of the nature of her EX, because it increases the recast rate of everyone else, that if you sandwich her between 2 really powerful damage dealing characters like, say, I don't know, Garland when he's first released is quite good, although he drops off a lot more quickly. Ultimisia is probably a really fun combo with Selphie, and I wish I could try it, because Ultimisia can already kind of loop her EX back to back, because if you spam skills on all of her free turns from her EX, then the next turn she gets, her EX is up again. I wonder if with the buff from Selphie she can actually chain into her EX while she's still got the free turns. I mean, that just sounds kind of stupid. A bit gimmicky because you'd burn out really fast in Chaos, but it still sounds fun, you know. So yeah, I think Selphie, because of her heals, her batteries, and her unique EX, does have a niche in early Chaos, maybe in FFVIII. But I'm not pulling for her myself because I have just decided to prioritise other characters, to be honest. I had a lot of fun with Selphie when she was initially released. I think she was the first character in the game, if I recall correctly, that had an aura, that had a Max Brave aura, like an invisible buff, and that just instantly, like, everyone's Max Brave just shot up instantly. You know, she single-handedly revolutionized the way that the entire game was played around the time that she was released, because not only was she really good with Squall, who got his EX on that banner as well, but also she allowed characters like Cloud and like Terra to function even more than they could before because of that 100% initial bravery boost and the initial bravery aura that she's got. Cloud's bravery gen from Mako was like really increased his damage floor. Terra as well really appreciated the extra max brave. She was just good with everyone. Like the meta, I think in JP was like Ketchi, Selphie, and then like, well, Lael obviously was the launch meta, but you could really pair anyone with those two and they do really well. I think my personal launch meta was like Selphie, Cloud, and Noctis when they initially released. That was a fun team. That was about as effective as having Ashe on the team and having two Squalls spam Renzo. Like, no joke, it was actually really good if you could manage the launches properly. But anyway, before I get too much off track, I figured that because it doesn't really matter who I'm going to bring to this quest, I might as well just bring an FF8 theme team and just kind of romp through it. Unfortunately, my Selphie is a little bit neglected because I don't want to spend more than, you know, I don't want to spend more than a few high crystals on getting her up to level 70, and I haven't even farmed her boards yet, god damn it. So yeah, you'll have to forgive me for that one, but it really doesn't matter, it's not important for here. So I'll just go through my artifacts quickly, and for some reason Squall was missing a Shiva passive. Don't know what that was about. Yeah, so I've got I've actually got quite a decent Squall. I just rarely ever use him, to be honest, because I just there's no need. There's my Rinoa. And my Selphie still has her initial artifacts that I got for her with Idogas, like the silver ones. So I've got the three CS50s, which is the important thing. But I don't have like Max Brave 330 secondaries on them, which is unfortunate. I also don't have a great deal of space. I'm just going to take a little bit of HP off and just give her the initial attack up one. Yeah, I got a free bonus up. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. I mean, it's like Selphie never really attacks Brave, like ever, so you really don't need the attack or the critical passives on it. So let's just get this over with then, shall we? Now that is a nostalgic animation. I mean, it's only been like, I mean, what? It's almost been a year, I suppose, from the time when Selphie was in vogue. So yeah, we would always wall up at the start. I'll use a Renzo. Why not? Yikes! That's some damage. I will admit, one thing I do like about Selphie's kit is that her HP plus and her drain both kind of result in her getting battery back some of the damage that she deals, so she never really ends a turn on 0 bravery, which I think is quite good. Yeah, unfortunately that was not one of those waves where if you kill the middle one, then the little ones automatically die. No, you have to kill all of them, so that's why I wasted a Renzo there. course, we now have the very, very slight problem that we have entered the final wave, and my summon is not charged yet. So we're going to have to do that the old-fashioned way and hope that Selphie can protect us from the debuffs that this guy's probably going to try and put on everyone. You know what? I'll Assault Trigger. A buff's a buff. I'm going to try and save all my Ramzas for the summon. And I am not really going to get... I'm not really going to be worried about getting broken here. There we go. See, it was tactical breaks. It charged the summon gauge. Oh, but everyone's wall fell off, so of course we all got debuffs. Oh well, what can you do? So I'm actually going to refresh Angel Wing here, because I am going to be going into the summon. And Selphie, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to swap you out now. And did I get my... I've still got Sultry Lion on you. Yeah, I do. Okay. 3-turn Kistis. Well, here we go. And our EX is up right on time. I love how destructive Rinoa's EX is. I think it's a real shame what they did to her in the EX Plus era. Like, Rinoa's EX Plus is really not that good. I know she was really strong in like right now, but justice for Rinoa, goddammit, she deserved better than what she got in the Chaos era. I know she can still be made to work, but that's not the point. Might as well use my solid barrels while these guys are still alive. Oh god, so there go the generic buffs. Let's get those buffs back on. Not the same as the Angel Wing buffs, unfortunately, but never mind. And you are out of here. It kind of feels fitting that Squall should get the finishing blow somehow. So you're really not gonna struggle with this. In fact, I would wager to say that as long as you've got some fairly recent characters with like Crystal level 60 and level 60, like, I don't know, Squall or Twins or Vayne or basically anyone, Noctis, Terra, you know, you're really gonna have to go out of your way to try and get killed on this quest. So have fun, do some duo runs, like bring out some like non-meta characters if you want. I just kind of felt like going with the FF8 team because thematic appropriateness. Is that a word? Appropriateness? Anyway, regardless, thanks everyone for watching, and until the next time, I will see you later. Until then, take care and goodbye.